Meet one of the most formidable human ancestors to ever walk the earth, living between 600,000 and 300,000 years ago across Africa and Europe. This towering hominin was a true powerhouse. Bigger, stronger, and more physically imposing than both Neanderthals and modern humans. This ancient beast was built like a tank and moved like a predator. Think silverback gorilla strength packed into an upright, human-like form. Forget Neanderthals. No UFC fighter would dare step into a cage with these primal juggernauts. Emerging during the Cromerian stage of the Middle Stone Age, they were a critical link in the evolutionary chain that led to us. And yet, their exact name is still up for debate. Some scientists call them Cromerian Man. But whatever you call them, make no mistake, they were a terrifying force of nature. By any standard, this creature was an absolute unit, a walking tank you'd never want to cross paths with in the wilds of ancient Africa or Europe. While early Homo sapiens were the brains of the operation, analytical, inventive, and relentless, Cromerian Man was nature's ultimate athlete. This hominin wasn't just strong, he was a freak of evolution. Some of these Afro-European giants had bones nearly twice the thickness of ours and may have stood up to 7 feet tall, massive, raw, and built for dominance. If Homo sapiens were the strategist, Cromerian Man was the war machine. According to American-born paleoanthropologist Lee Berger of the University of the Witwatersrand in Johannesburg, also a National Geographic explorer in residence, this ancient human species wasn't just impressive, it was formidable. By piecing together clues from fossil finds like the Mau Mandible, the Boxgrove Tibia, the Berg Alcus femur, the Kabwe Skull, and the Cima de los Huesos pelvis, researchers have built the profile of a true giant. These early humans were tall, massively built, and perfectly adapted to survive the brutal environments of prehistoric Africa and Europe. Their sheer size and muscular frame weren't just for show. They were the key to thriving in a world where only the strongest endured. Discovered in 1907 near Heidelberg, Germany, the Mau Mandible was the first fossil used to identify this mysterious human species. And it's still one of the most jaw-dropping clues we have. Literally. This massive jawbone is a powerhouse of evidence, revealing a creature with enormous chewing muscles and a bite built for survival. We're talking about a diet that wasn't for the faint of jaw. Tough plants, fibrous meat, hard nuts, maybe even bones. Unlike modern humans, this jaw had no chin, more in line with other archaic hominins, but its sheer size and bulk dwarf that of Homo erectus and earlier species. And those huge molars, they back up the theory. This was a beast with a bite, and its powerful jaw was built like a prehistoric hydraulic press. The Boxgrove Tibia, unearthed in Sussex, England, offers a rare glimpse into the sheer physicality of this ancient human species. Dated to around 500,000 years ago, this fossilized lower leg bone is no ordinary find. It's massive, dense, and built for power. Standing an estimated 1.8 meters tall, around 6 feet, the individual behind this bone wasn't just tall, they were built like a prehistoric linebacker. We're talking 90 to 100 kilograms, 200 to 220 pounds of raw muscle and bone, engineered to endure brutal physical demands. This kind of frame was perfect for survival in a harsh world, long-distance tracking, hauling heavy loads, or unleashing explosive power in an ambush. The tibia's rugged design points to a creature capable of devastating lower body force, ideal for charging prey with a wooden spear and taking it down through sheer brute strength. Deep within Spain's Atapuerca Mountains lies Cima de los Huesos, the legendary Pit of Bones, one of the most extraordinary fossil sites ever discovered. With over 5,000 bones from at least 28 individuals, this ancient graveyard has reshaped everything we know about early human anatomy. The remains paint a picture of a tall, powerful population, with many individuals standing around 1.8 meters, or 6 feet, tall. One fossil in particular steals the show, a massive pelvis nicknamed Elvis by researchers. This pelvic structure is broader than that of modern humans, built to carry serious muscle mass and engineered for strength, balance, and endurance. That wide build also means a lower center of gravity, perfect for trekking rough terrain or holding firm in a struggle. Combined with large chest cavities suggesting serious lung capacity, these early humans weren't just strong, they were built for stamina. Whether chasing down prey or hauling resources across brutal landscapes, the Cima de los Huesos people were designed to dominate. Another critical piece of the puzzle in understanding the raw physicality of this ancient species comes from southern Africa. The Berg Alcus femur, discovered in Namibia. Though typically attributed to early archaic humans, its characteristics align strikingly well with what we know of Cromerian Man. This femur isn't just large, it's a powerhouse of strength. Exceptionally thick and incredibly dense, it tells the story of a creature built for intensity. The shaft of the bone displays an unusually wide cross-section and heavy mineralization, signs of immense muscle attachment, and a skeleton forged to bear serious loads. Some researchers have even paired it with the Kabwe cranium, formerly known as the Rhodesian Man, suggesting they may belong to the same brutal, highly adapted species. This femur hints at a hominin with the frame of a warrior, capable of tackling large prey in hand-to-hand combat, or hauling massive objects across unforgiving terrain. But it wasn't just strength that set them apart, it was also resilience. The femur structure suggests a being evolved to survive and hunt in colder, harsher climates, where added muscle mass and bone density played a crucial role in conserving heat and enduring long hours of physical strain. This was no ordinary early human. The Berg Alcus femur reveals a life of constant motion, raw survival, and untamed power, evidence of a species whose body was as much a tool as any weapon they could carry. The fossil known as the Kabwe Skull, also called the Broken Hill Skull, is one of the most iconic and revealing specimens ever linked to this powerful species. Discovered in 1921 at a lead and zinc mine in Kabwe, Zambia, this remarkable find offers a rare window into the physical might of early humans during the Middle Pleistocene. The skull presents a striking blend of both primitive and advanced traits, reflecting a hominin built to endure the brutal challenges of its environment. But what truly sets the Kabwe skull apart is its sheer strength. With massive, continuous brow ridges and an exceptionally thick cranial structure, it reveals a face sculpted for survival. Muscular, reinforced, and adapted to absorb intense physical stress. These features weren't just for show, they likely served as natural armor, built to withstand the blows of close-quarters combat and the grind of a dangerous world. The women of this species were no delicate beings, and the same rugged, powerful build seen in the males extended to them as well. This extreme physical robustness is a clear sign of naturally elevated testosterone levels, far beyond anything seen in modern humans. In fact, this massive hormonal difference may be the key dividing line between ancient man and modern man, the raw, primal biology that shaped our savage ancestors versus the subdued physiology of today's civilized world. Some might even argue that the so-called savage way of life had its advantages. Whatever your view, there's little doubt. Early human males were likely walking around with testosterone levels 2 to 3 times higher than ours, comparable to someone on a heavy, sustained dose of anabolic hormones today. These weren't just ancient people, they were biological powerhouses. The Kabwe skull holds a fascinating secret. Its cranial capacity is estimated between 1,100 and 1,300 cubic centimeters, similar to that of modern human females, but slightly smaller than male averages. This blend of brain power and brawn paints the picture of a hominin perfectly adapted to its environment, balancing raw physical strength with just enough cognitive ability to tackle survival tasks like tool-making and hunting. But what's truly mind-blowing is how this skull, and others like it, stands in complete isolation, the only known examples of their kind in the archaeological record. It's as if this powerful, intelligent creature exists in a category all its own, a mystery frozen in time. The idea that ancient humans began decorating their bodies as far back as 300,000 years ago isn't just a theory, It's supported by the deep, universal roots of body adornment in human history. Across modern cultures, personal decoration isn't just for looks. It's a powerful form of self-expression, social signaling, and cultural identity. Archaeological evidence reveals that pigments like red ochre were used as early as 300,000 to 400,000 years ago, suggesting that the urge to decorate and personalize oneself stretches back far into prehistory. This tradition may even link back to the time of Kabwe and his contemporaries. When you look at fossils like the Cimadilos pelvis from Spain or the Boxgrove Tibia from England, a pattern emerges. Robust, strong-bodied hominins, clearly adapted to tough, physical environments that demanded exceptional strength for hunting, gathering, and likely defending against predators. Kabwe was just one of many powerful, enduring figures from this remarkable chapter of human evolution. The sheer robustness of the Kabwe skull fits perfectly with the broader image of Cromerian Man as a remarkably adaptable species, capable of thriving in a range of harsh climates and ecosystems. During the Middle Pleistocene, the Earth underwent dramatic climatic shifts, and survival depended on the ability to flex and adjust to these changing environmental pressures. With their combination of brute strength and surprisingly advanced cognitive abilities, these early humans weren't just surviving, they were evolving. This powerful blend of physical prowess and mental capability likely allowed Cromerian Man to develop intricate hunting strategies and perhaps even early social structures that promoted cooperation and group survival. They weren't just individuals, they were a team, adapted to thrive in an unforgiving world. The Kabwe skull is more than just a symbol of raw physical power. It's a crucial link in the evolutionary chain between early hominins like Homo erectus and later species like Neanderthals and modern humans. This transitional specimen brilliantly showcases a blend of primitive features, like its pronounced brow ridges, alongside more advanced traits, such as a larger cranial capacity. The sheer robustness of Cromerian Man highlights the evolutionary advantages of a strong, sturdy body, particularly in environments where strength was essential for hunting, tool use, and protection. This well-built frame underscores the adaptive strategies early humans developed as they spread across Africa and Eurasia, mastering diverse and often brutal landscapes. It's a testament to how physical resilience shaped survival in a world that demanded not just intelligence, but raw, unyielding strength. To sum up, Cromerian Man stands as a powerful example of early humans' physical and anatomical adaptations. With its robust cranial features, strong dental structures, and thick cranial bones, this hominin was undeniably built to withstand the toughest challenges of its environment. Its combination of power and endurance speaks volumes about how this species survived and thrived in a world that demanded both strength and resilience. By piecing together evidence from the Mau Mandible, the Boxgrove Tibia, the Berg Alcus femur, the Kabwe skull, and the Cimadilos remains, a picture emerges of a physically imposing species. Their muscular build and dense bone structure would have provided the sheer strength needed for a variety of demanding tasks, from hunting large game with simple yet effective tools to building shelters and transporting vital resources. The muscle attachment sites on these fossils indicate they carried far more muscle mass than modern humans, especially in the upper and lower limbs. This extra strength didn't just aid in hunting. It would have been crucial for defending against predators or competing hominin groups. Cromerian Man's physical prowess made them a force to be reckoned with, whether in battle with other species or in the face of dangerous wildlife. The robust nature of their bones shows they were adapted for a life of constant physical exertion, essential for surviving in an environment where strength, stamina, and agility were key. These adaptations were critical for traversing vast, rugged landscapes, enduring cold climates, and hunting large, sometimes dangerous prey. The thick, dense bones point to a lifestyle of high-impact activities, long-distance treks, navigating uneven terrain, and hauling tools or prey back to camp. This wasn't just survival, this was mastery of the harshest conditions. The Kabwe fossils are closely linked with the Cromerian tool industry. much like the Boxgrove Tibia and the Mau Mandible, suggesting that these populations might have shared common roots. The term Cromerian industry refers to the lower Paleolithic stone tool assemblages associated with the Cromerian stage of the Middle Pleistocene, a period that marks significant advancements in early human tool-making. The Cromerian tools highlight a sophisticated understanding of tool production and usage, demonstrating that early humans were far more skilled and strategic than we often give them credit for. But physical traits like size and strength also played a major role in shaping their social dynamics. Larger, stronger individuals likely assumed roles requiring brute force, such as leading hunts or defending the group from danger. The early human groups may have organized their labor based on these physical differences, with the strongest contributing to tasks that demanded sheer power, while others focused on less physically taxing but equally crucial tasks. The ability to work together in coordinated efforts, like hunting large game, shows that this species had a sense of group cooperation and communication. Processing such massive prey wasn't just a one-person job. It required the combined effort of the group, and the robust nature of their bones and muscle mass would have made them especially suited for this collective labor. In the end, Cromerian Man emerges as a truly remarkable chapter in the story of human evolution, one defined by immense physical power and resilience. Fossils like the Mau Mandible, Boxgrove Tibia, Berg Alcus femur, and Cima de los Huesos paint a picture of a hominin whose height, muscular strength, and bone density far surpassed many of their early ancestors. This incredible physicality gave Cromerian Man the survival tools needed to face the harshest of environments. Their robust build wasn't just for show. It was essential for hunting, food preparation, protection, and the social structure that bound them together. These physical adaptations allowed them to navigate a world full of danger, from massive predators to unpredictable terrain and extreme seasonal changes. In many ways, Cromerian Man set the stage for later species, like Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. While they may not have had the raw strength and agility of a silverback gorilla, their physical prowess was undeniably formidable, and it shaped the foundation for the humans who followed. So, if you found this deep-digging video into the past interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.